Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be reviewing Juvia's place. Yes, so this is kind of late, as always, as all my videos are. I am super excited to be filming this review today. I kind of went in, I didn't like some things, more than half of what I got. I might have to return some things, but if you guys want to know what I liked and didn't like, and you want to see how I got this look, please keep on watching. So as you heard in the intro, we are doing a cute little review today on Juvia's place. I'm super excited. I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys what I got before we jump into the actual review. So I went ahead and went to Ulta today because I was like, we need to do a review, okay? I've been putting off Juvia's place since I've ever heard about it. So yeah, I went today and I bought a couple products. So I went ahead and bought the I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. And I went ahead and bought the I Am Magic concealer, and this is what it looks like. The packaging is so stunning. It's beautiful. I just love the tangy orange that we're seeing with a little bit of yellow. I think the packaging is just so pretty. And I got the concealer in 20 if you guys want to know for shade reference. This is a bit light, but for me, I love a bright under eye. And so for the other side of my face, after the base is all on, I went ahead and got the Heroine Loose Highlighter, and this is what it looks like. It is so pretty as well. They always pop off with their packaging. And then for eyes, we're going to be playing with the Sweet Pinks by Juvia, and this is what it looks like. I've already had a peep inside to see the palette, and oh my gosh guys, it is so pretty. Next we got a lip kit. I got the nude chocolate, and this one's in Lady, and this is a really pretty lipstick. I opened it up on like the display. Obviously we can't touch them, but they have like a little top where it shows like the lipstick, and it's just so pretty. And I got this chocolatey lip liner. It's the Luxe liner in Cola, and this is what it looks like. It has plastic on it right now, but that is what it looks like. It has the, you know, purple packaging. So let's show this palette off. I was gonna do my foundation first, but I am kind of scared because I don't know if this is going to have any fallout. So this is the palette off the bat. This is what it looks like. I'm sorry guys, I didn't put on pressed nails today. I did not feel like it, but let me go ahead and take off the plastic. It reminds me of, like, off the bat, like a pretty pink, like blush palette. Sorry, it's a very twisty of words, but I'm using the Sweet Pinks palette. It just looks like blushes to me, but if you look closer, it does have like 3 shimmers and 3 mattes, and they do pick up a tad bit different on camera, but I promise they do look a little bit more vibrant in person. But this one's picking up a lot more orange on camera from what I can see, and I'm just looking at the viewfinder guys, so I'm just trying to see if you guys got it in focus. But I think this palette's super pretty. I would actually just go ahead and use the blushes, like my blush from this palette if I could. I just might, because I wanted the other blush from their website. However, they didn't have it in stores, which I was kind of upset about. They don't have any of their blushes in store. You kind of you have to order it, and it's just kind of like, I don't really want to wait, so I'm gonna get something similar. So I got the Milani Coral Crush Cheek Kiss blush, and this is what it looks like. This was the closest shade I could find to the one from the website, and it's just like a fiery coral color, and I was just like, I need it for this look. But we might not use it because we might have to use a more pinky blush, but I'm super excited to just try out the Milani blush overall. So let's go ahead and jump into the eyes. I already went ahead and did the brows off camera, and now what we're gonna do is prime the lid space, I guess you want to say, with the Mitchell and Pila Bees. Yeah, Acid Rain Bling Canvas. I always forget how to say it, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques brush. You guys know this is my favorite brush for blending out concealer. So I'm just going to pat that all over the eye. Also, I do want to bring up the pinks more up. And I kind of wanted this palette because online it looked really coral, but when I saw it in person, I was like, this is kind of a pink shade. And I didn't know the name of the palette, so I was like looking all over Ulta like a lost puppy. Like, I don't think they have this palette, but they did. So that's the one I got. I'm gonna get my brush little Louis Vuitton holder ready because we are going to be playing with a lot of brushes. And I'm going to go ahead and dip in this middle shade right here. It doesn't have the names on the back. It just says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just going to use this middle shade. It's like a, I would say like a burgundy, but it's not a burgundy. It's like a plummy color. So I'm going to use that if you're following along, if you want to get some Juvia's Place products. This also doesn't have a mirror, so I need a mirror. I'm going to use a Huda Beauty brush with that plum color and just stamp it on into my crease. The only bad part also that I'm thinking about right now is how am I going to deepen this? Like, am I going to have to use another palette? And I hope I don't have to, but I think I might have to a little bit just to get a deeper shade into that crease. But I think we should be okay for now. We'll see. We'll see, guys. So all I'm going to do is just stamp this into the crease because this is going to be that base that we need to be able to blend out our lighter shades. And I started doing this because I don't like how it doesn't seem as vibrant when I go in with lighter shades and then trying to pack on the dark shades. You always want to go in with the darkest shade and blend out slowly. So I'm just packing that on like a little C shape. You already know this. And I'm just going to grab a good amount of it. And the trick is that I've learned from a couple of my mutuals is you go ahead and you blend it inside of that darker pink and you let the brush kind of do it itself. So you're not really pressing hard, you're just going in circular motions. And what this is going to do, it's going to blend out that harsh edge that we made with the darker shade and just give you a more blendable eyeshadow look versus just going in and blending it all over the eye. And this also helps you from touching your brow if you don't like that. So it's all for my ladies who don't really like their eyeshadow touching their brow. I don't really have a personal issue with it. I don't mind it. So I don't really care if it touches my brow or not. But for my ladies who do, I'm thinking about you. So I'm just blending this out slowly. Take your time. You don't have to rush. And that's all we're going to be doing for now. Is just blend, blend, blend. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on a forward mode so you can just chill out and watch me blend in super speed. Alright guys, so what I'm doing next is taking this Morphe 35XO palette. I believe this is the Stress Me palette that they came out with for the holidays. And I'm taking Meet the Rinse. And I'm basically just packing on this plummy purple into my crease. And I'm just making sure this deepens up that purple. And this kind of also gives you a guideline for where you want to cut your crease and how high you need to take the dark shade, so it doesn't get lost in the transition of you cutting your crease. Barely even touching my lid. I'm kind of just letting the brush do what it needs to do. And I'm taking this like shadow upwards, so I'm going to be doing like this. Alrighty guys, so once you have this type of look, this is what we're going to be aiming for today. It's very crazy, I know sis, but that's what we're kind of aiming for. I'm just taking clean fluffy brushes and just blending out whatever could be unblended in the eye. But I actually found a better shade than the Meet the Rinse. It's the Untamed shade from the Naughty palette. And I know we were supposed to stick with this palette, but I needed to deepen up my crease in order for the whole eye look to be able to be complete. So we're going to go ahead and cut our crease to finish off this eye. And we're going to apply one of the shimmer shades from the palette, which I'm also excited to try because I feel like the shimmers are really going to have a lot of payoff. So I'm using that P. Louise concealer again. Keep going as far as you want. I'm probably going to stop here and then start packing on a deep shade, Untamed, and then that original deep shade from this palette right here. I'm just going to pack this on. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure it's on there. for the glitter look, I think what I'm going to do is take these two right here. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take this one because it's a nice coral shade. And I think what I'm going to do, I don't think these are going to be picking up really well with this brush. Oh, okay, never mind. These might be my favorite pinks. Hold on, let me get close to the camera. Let me grab a little bit more product. And I'm going to get close. Oh, look how freaking pigmented this is. Hold up. Okay. She said pigmented. She's there. Like, I mean there. Let me try to zoom you guys in a little bit. Look at her. Let me look down. Look at her. And I'm going to take it above that dark shade. It doesn't really matter. I wouldn't recommend this type of brush though, because I feel like it ruins the glitter of it. Probably not the best brush, but it is the only flat brush I see right here next to me. To go back and blend in that area where we meshed the concealer and the outer portion, I'm going to take the original Untamed and then the plum color from the Juvia's Place palette. And I'm just going to go over on top. And no, it looks crazy, I know. But that's the secret to it. Take a blending brush and just blend it. Alrighty guys, so I found the perfect glitter for my eye because I don't have like a jar like one. So I'm using the Purple Haze palette and I'm using the Bang RIP. It is the cutest little glitter ever. It is perfect for this look. I think it fits really well and it's there, okay? She said, hi, I'm here. And I just think it's the cutest palette ever. So these, I don't know. I think they're pretty. I do. I think they have potential. I just wouldn't use them on the regular. Because I feel like there could be way more potential as far as adding a deeper shade. Because somebody's out there that's gonna want like a deeper shade. Instead of having to grab like on many different palettes, they should have just included like a deep shade. Because now I'm taking different palettes just to complete this one look. And I mean, that's okay if you got it for like one shade, but I think like that defeats the purpose of like a palette because I don't know, I just feel like they should have added a darker shade. But overall, I like how the eye is coming along. I'm going to tell you guys what lashes I ended up using. I used the Outlash Beauty lashes in Dramatic, and this is like the packaging. And must I say, the lashes are very much dramatic, and they're not like super dramatic. I didn't want it to like basically outcast the eye, but they really pulled through and they look so cute. I wanted like really subtle like wispy lashes, so that's what I went in with, and they are giving me some trouble, but as every lash does on my videos. Let's jump into the skin. I already did it off camera around like the eyes, and I basically used my go-to Fenty hydrating primer. You guys know I love this, and the Milk Blur Stick, I believe. It's the Luminous Blur Stick, and this is what it looks like. It's super cute. I just use this as my priming kit, or like my priming base, and so I'm ready to do foundation. I also bought today this elf brush. It's like a complexion duo brush. It was cheap. It was like $2, and I was like, why not? Like, come on, you can never say no to a $2 brush. This is what the foundation looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and read what this does, what this foundation offers while I put it on. Like I said, this is $150, I believe. I have it on the box right here. So this is in the shade 550, not 150, it's 550. And I'm just going to apply this by my fingers, or with my fingers, by my fingers, with my fingers. And just see what dots can do for me as far as coverage. This is supposed to be really full coverage. I hope this matches. It looks like it will. It's a bit on the orangey yellow side, but this also looks how the Milk one applied as well. So I'm super excited. Let's see how this blends out. So this foundation claims to offer a smooth application with a natural and soft matte finish. Ooh. Okay. I mean, she's a little bit dark, but good thing I got a light concealer. I can't tell. Yeah, it is a little bit darker. I could have went to, I think it's Claro that was right before mine, but I was just so scared. You can fix a lighter foundation versus You can fix a darker foundation versus a lighter foundation is what I meant. But the coverage, guys, okay. So like I was saying, it offers a natural and soft matte finish. And then it has a great formula to even out the complexion, refine skin texture, and erase blemishes. So I do have a few on my face, not inflamed or anything, or not irritated. I do have some pimples, so I just want to see if they would get covered up with the foundation. And I'm just going to like take the foundation a little bit over that pink, because I'm going to take like a clean fluffy brush and just go over that. So it doesn't matter if you mess it up or not. That's the whole point, so you get a natural blend when your eyeshadow goes up. It looks really yellow in person. I look crazy. Okay, let's not judge, but it is very much full coverage. I do like how it looks on the skin. It is very matte, so we are going to have to use a hydrating spray to end it, like the luminous one from Morphe. Definitely going to have to use this. I need a mirror to really see my skin. I guess I'll bring this closer. So okay, she is very much matte. She's really pulling out my texture. That's the first thing I'm going to say, is this is really pulling out my texture. I'm not really comfortable with that, but it is a matte foundation, so it happens. The concealer is not what I'm going to use next, and it isn't, wow, this is just isn't my match, so it's okay. It isn't perfect, it's fine, we're going to work with it. This is what the concealer looks like. It gives me very much Kylie Cosmetics, but this isn't my shade either. Maybe it looks like my shade. Oh, it might be a little bit darker. Oh, never mind. So this is like the ideal shade that I would get to lighten up my foundation. She's hydrating, so she might actually save my textured skin. Who knows? Who knows? Let's go ahead and just apply it to the key areas that I normally would, which would be my under eyes, chin, nose, and forehead. So this concealer gives me very much watery consistency. I don't really like that. The only reason why is because that means it's really thin and it's going to crease. So avoid concealers like this. No, this is a no for me as far as shading, but I think we can have a really pretty outcome. I think the concealer will save the look overall because it's so hydrating and it leaves the skin actually looking very glowy. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but in person I see a really nice glow and it makes my under eyes look really nice and smooth. So maybe you have to get the duo for it to like work and you'll actually see like the smooth finish, but I don't think you'd be able to get this look without the duo itself. And I didn't get the powder. I'm surprised I didn't get it, but your girl's on a budget, so I only got what I could get. So to set the face, I'm using my Puff Puff Pass powder, and I'm going to show you guys before I set it. This is what my skin looks like. Okay, she's a little cakey, not really, but she's a little cakey, and my eyes are creasing, so I definitely have to set it like now if I want like good coverage underneath the eyes. Yeah, so I don't really understand the shading. I think that was just on my part as far as getting the wrong shade. So never doing that again, okay? I'm going to do my research next time as you would. And this is in the shade Banana. And I'm patting this into the eye. So I didn't get a bronzer. I know I told you guys already. I'm going to use my regular, my Fenty Beauty one. And I'm just going to see. Okay, now we're getting the real tea. Okay, because I watched Nikki Tutorial's video. And that was from a year ago, but still, like, I trust her for her opinions on these type of foundations. And her skin looks so good. But guys, to be honest, look at my head. It's like breaking up. It's very like patchy. I think it's because it's matte. You're not gonna really get a really good set, and it just looks dry. Like your skin just looks really dry and I don't like that. Maybe the setting spray will fix it, but as of right now, I just look really dry. Cut out my little cheekbones. Well, for my blush, I'm actually going to use the palette. I don't know which one I want to use. I think I'm going to go for this little girl right here. She's really like coral, giving me perfect color vibes. Like, I'm just going to pat her on. Okay. My skin just looks so bad right now. I don't like matte foundations on me. It's not looking pretty. I don't like it. Okay, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't like how this foundation's making my skin look. And I'm a very oily girl, so maybe throughout the day it's going to look better. But I just feel like it just doesn't look pretty. But this blush, like this shadow as a blush, baby, needs to be its own thing. So now, before we touch my under eyes, the lips, the highlight, I'm going to set my face with the luminous setting spray. And I'm also going to take a little bit of my setting spray from Benefit Cosmetic. No. So for my setting sprays, I'm going to use a little bit of the luminous Morphe setting spray. I think this is just going to really help the skin look a little bit more glowy. And then I'm going to use the Professional Super Setter Long Lasting setting spray just to give it another little waft of hydration. Alright guys, so for highlights, we're going to be using the Heroin highlighter. It's loose. I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. feathered highlighting brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and just stipple that in there and go right on the face. Can y'all see that glow? It's very subtle. I think it's very buildable though. Yeah. So this has gold undertones with like a pinky reflect. I don't like it as far as right now because actually I do like it. Okay, give me a minute. Let me play with her, okay? Because I'm always like that, like off the bat. I'm like, oh, I don't like it, and then I start liking it. Like, okay, give me some highlight. She does have a shadow, and I can't tell if it's because she's too dark for me, but she does have a shadow, and I don't like that. So that's as much as I'm gonna put on. It's very cute, okay? It's just a little too dark for me. I might have to return that because that is really dark. So these are like eyebrow pencils. That's like the vibe I'm getting. Is this even a lip pencil? It is. No. Did I just get like a... I don't think this is a liner. I think this is... No, this is a lip. Don't get me wrong. This is a lip. And this is Cola. The lip liner in Cola. I'm gonna do this lipstick and hope it actually lifts this brown, but this is what the shade looks like. Isn't this so pretty? It's like a pretty caramel shade. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it. You guys, so I'm applying like the shadows from the palette like right on top of the lipstick, and it just looks so beautiful, guys. Look at that. Like, that's my top lip. Oh my gosh, this might be my new thing. Like, this is literally me in a lipstick with that light brown underneath, and it has like that outer rim of dark brown. I'm just packing that on. That's so pretty. Okay. Alrighty, you guys, so this is the final look. I wish the blush popped up a little bit more on camera, but let's go ahead and just do a full breakdown before I forget. So start to finish, the foundation. Juvias Place. Ma'am, if you could come out with a hydrating foundation, I would buy it in a blink. It doesn't look bad. I'm not going to drag you guys. Like, I'm not going to read you guys. it looks amazing. Like, I would use the foundation. It's just the fact that I would have to go in with countless primers and serums and proper skincare every single time I wanted to use your foundation versus a less intense foundation that's not going to ruin my skin. But it's very pretty. Don't get me wrong. The shading is kind of off. I had to make myself lighter today just to match myself because the foundation was so yellow. Maybe that was on my part. I wasn't even in a rush. I was just, it's really hard right now, okay? So guys, I'm going to give this foundation a 7.5 out of 10. It does give you smooth, textury skin vibes. If you have like perfect to no acne skin, then I don't think you need to worry about this. I think it's the last of your worries, and I think you'll love it. As an oily girl, would I recommend this? Yes and no. I haven't given it the full 10-hour wear. I might tomorrow. I don't know, because I'm taking photos. So I don't know. I don't really understand what went wrong. So with that being said, I don't know if I'd actually recommend it to my oily girls, because I'm oily myself, very much oily. But I don't know, guys. It's up to you if you guys want to try it. I would say yes, try it, but don't waste your time if you don't like the outcome on me. But it could also be different for you, so don't base your reviews and opinions on me. But I am gonna say, like, I'm in the middle, okay? Like, I can't really decide if I would recommend this to you guys or not. So let's move on to the concealer. This was actually my perfect shade. The thing is with this concealer, and I feel like would get in the way of most girls or guys if you're wanting to use this, is the fact that it is very watery. I wouldn't say watery like consistency, but it does have like a watery vibe. Like, I hate using vibe because I don't want to overuse the word, but it does have like a water feel to it as far as on the skin. Now when you blend it out, it is very slippery. You're going to get it everywhere if you're not careful with it, so don't apply too much. You will crease badly. I'm creasing still, and I applied around 3 rounds of powder, okay? So this just doesn't set. If you are a dewy girl and you don't like setting your face, this is probably for you. But if you are a full glam beauty guru, full heavy makeup, this is not it, because you're going to crease. It did leave the skin very smooth though, like underneath all the wrinkles down here in my lower under eye area, it looks flawless, really pretty. On my forehead, really pretty. On my chin, pretty. My nose, it looks very smooth and not even noticeable. So it's a win or lose for you, but for me, I say get it. Next, guys, the palettes. I don't know. The thing is with me, when it comes to palettes, I don't like having to use many different palettes. I know it's going to happen. I know it's bound to happen. However, I don't like reaching for another palette when I bought this one for it to do the job itself. The reason why is this middle shade is not dark enough. Maybe on the website it looked really dark, like a plum, like dark purple, but seeing it now in person, this is barely like a violet berry shade, okay? Like I wouldn't call that a dark shade. And then you have these 2 mattes on the ends. They look so much more vibrant online. It really upsets me when they kind of false advertise their products because they're very high contrasted. So I don't like that. The glitters or these shimmers, I don't like them. I'm sorry. Like, I gave them a chance, like a solid chance, and they're pretty. They're pretty shades. Like, they didn't sleep on the colors with their palettes. They all have like really pretty palettes. I think they just hit it and missed it. Like, it's a hit or miss with the palettes, but I think they missed it with this palette only because the shimmers just don't stick and they just aren't pretty because they kind of fade. They creased a lot, and keep in mind I'm using the P. Louise primer, which is very tacky, and I make sure to prime and stack glitter on if I'm going to use that. And these are shimmers, so they are going to stick easier because of it being tacky. So the consistency as far as the color throughout My eyeshadow was okay. It was really patchy, meaning I had to reach into other palettes for darker shades to get that grading effect. So I would say I'd only like the 3 colors in this palette. It is a really pretty palette. I love the colors. I just think the formula is really booty. Okay, so I give the palette a 6.5 out of 10. The concealer I will give an 8.5 out of 10. So it's high up there. Definitely get it. The highlighter, I got off camera and I just tried to make it work. Okay, I tried, but I'm so light toned that like it just left a really dark mark on me. Okay, so I don't like it. I don't. Only for the shade. And I'm gonna return it most likely. I can't. I have to have like a really light like highlighter. Or it's for the lipstick and liner. Okay, let me get into this liner. You can see like the outer rim of my lips. It's really ugly alone. Okay, because maybe I am too light as well. I got the darkest one. I was supposed to get another one, but I got this one. It's just too dark for me. But the lipstick really made like this pretty lip color. It just didn't match my eyes. So what I did was I took eyeshadow, as I showed you guys, and I packed it on my lips to give like this pinky undertone to the lipstick. And then I used I put it up, but I used the Fenty Gloss, like her original one. And I love my lipstick. It looks so pretty, and it's like not even that noticeable, and I don't like wearing pink lipstick, so this is really pretty. So I give a 10 out of 10 for both of these products. Their website. Next, guys, the video is going to be about Huda Beauty's foundation, so I'm super excited to film that for you guys. And Lily Lashes, they sent me a package for Valentine's Day, so that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Lily Lashes. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's today's video. I love you guys. I know it was long, but I shall see you in the next one. Love you guys and have an amazing day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Please.